Live from the box, it's live from the box. It's your man Big Slim sitting here with my man T.
Yes, Slim. Listen, man, off air, we sitting here vibing. Me and our special guest today. You know, we talking about how far we go back, man.
Chopping it up.
Yeah, man, it's great to have him in the building. You know, not just as a DJ, but like I said to him, man, personality.
So we have DJ BigBoy in the building right now. Live in studio guest, live from the box. What's up, sir?
Yeah, what's going on, people? Everybody out there, what's good?
What's going on, big boy?
I'm chilling, man. I'm here.
Yeah. So hey,
I'm here.
Let some people know about what you got. I mean, the history, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Big, they want us to talk about the history,
He knew me before the DJ. Well, the DJ part was there. It wasn't official because I was doing like little backyards, graduations, 9th and 10th grade, but Angeletti knew me when I was actually rapping.
Oh gosh, she brought it out.
Angeletti, I've heard that before.
He called it Angeletti.
Oh man, I can't.
No, that's all right, man. Because
cool.
it really shows how much history. Because I mean, that's 02, 03, man.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Then tell us about, because you know we first started laughing about you've been on the air before.
Yeah. I've been a while. I've done radio. I've been kicked off, suspended, back on.
Yeah.
You know what it was though, because I always produced the numbers. So that was the station problem. Like, we gotta get them back. Nobody listened to the show, so.
But so Big. That means you were connected really to the business of things really before.
I was on WPNR 90.7 in Utica for 4 years.
And those numbers resonated, right? I mean, you're just doing your thing.
They still exist today with me not being on the radio.
Wow.
You know, if you go to Utica College, I mean, my name is still brought up to this day.
Yes, sir.
Well, and you went to school for entertainment, though, right?
I went to school for communication, radio and TV broadcasting, and recreational leadership.
Wow.
So I kind of I learned the boring part first before I, you know what I'm saying? I tell people, like, I'm from the back end, so that's where my personality to talk on the mic from. Because some people learn how to DJ just from the equipment first.
Right.
I learned from having to carry a crowd and be personal and make people laugh. So I learned from the back end. I brought the comedian and the hosting, the original DJs.
So you would say you developed foundation first. Before you know going out. Now you know we talk about how far we go back. Is the time that you know Big Boy was a rapper for like 2-3 seconds, and he took a year off because he went down south, right? You went to was that BET Soundstage?
I worked in Orlando at Walt Disney World for a year.
Oh, where? Tell us about that, please.
Pleasure Island. They don't have it anymore, but it's a place at Walt Disney World they had where the adults can go after when it got night, and it was nothing but nightclubs. And I worked at BET Soundstage, and it was like right next to House of Blues. House of Blues is like the main concert area in Orlando.
Wow. And
all the after parties at BET Soundstage. The funny part is I took the internship to actually work as the operations, like, you know, putting the cones out, taking the money, stuff like that. But while I was doing that, I was DJing for the interns in the dorm rooms and stuff like that. So they just, you know, the more they came to the club, they like, oh, y'all should get the dude from New York to DJ, did it? Because down south, it's just like Florida. Yeah. But in Orlando, if you go to Orlando, it's so mixed. Yeah. So to find someone that can play the crunk music and then bring that New York flavor too, they really ain't have no choice. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. DJ BigBoy was officially just born.
I mean, right? And just doing it out of love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And when you do it out of love, your market expands so much because you create personal commercials. And what I mean by that is people that's going to talk about you all the time. So you just building bridges.
And one thing I heard, you know, and I just say this because we talking about building the local community. You know, there's people listening that are trying to get in the game, but that's part of it. I mean, there's not always a dollar sign attached to what you're doing.
Right.
You're just putting in that work.
And a lot of what he's talking about, we'll talk about industry insights with the social media marketing and social media and branding and how important it is to interact with your fans.
And that's a free website. Like, people don't understand, like, Facebook, Instagram, and these social sites, like, are free. You know what I mean?
Extent.
No. they're free. I haven't paid for, well, from my experience, I haven't paid $1 for anything. So until I do, it's free. You might go through, some people might go through drama or situations because of it.
Right.
But I never got a Sprint bill that said, well, you was on Facebook for more than an hour.
Right.
So from my knowledge, it's been free for me. You know what I mean? But, you know, I could create a DJ BigBoy website.com, but why when I got 6,000 friends on 2 Facebook pages?
Well, I mean, as a DJ, for you, it doesn't really make it. You really don't have to, because your whole thing is you interacting with people.
Exactly.
You know, it's like we was joking about, you know, him being on that side of the mic, because he's so used to being in control. You move the crowd, you move people's emotions. So yeah, Facebook and the communication part. But when you're talking about an artist, when you're talking about when people need to go look for you because they're going to invest in you, it's important to have that website outside of that, so they can see everything that you're doing in one location. You know, so I mean, I can see, I can see both ways.
Right.
You know,
if you're gonna build a website, just make sure it's active.
Yes.
A lot of people build websites and it's not active, and you're producing 30 people visit your page in one day, compared to I get 30 comments in one post.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it depends on what you looking at. I call my promotion guerrilla marketing. Right. And I want somebody to feel like, if my party Friday and they didn't come and they see me Saturday, I want them to feel bad. Like, not with me, without me saying something like, dang, I want them to feel like they got a high. Like, oh, dang, I missed this party. I know he's going to say something to me, you know? So I think you got to cheat the game, play it.
That marketing, that's a crazy marketing scheme. You know, and that is, believe it or not, there's a lot of artists right now, and established artists, getting released out of their deals because they're not attacking the fans like that. They're not interjecting with the fans. They're not being a part of what's going on. So I mean, it's interesting. But we have a thing where we go to a song in the middle of the interview in order to break things up. And you know who this artist is. We're gonna go to Fifi's own Alani Sky, Project Weekend, live from the box, 87.7 FM. We're here with DJ BigBoy.
We'll get back to more of the interview with BigBoy in a second. Live from the box,
87.7 FM.